What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy back with another one. People, in today's video, we are going to speak about the sad story about the 7-year-old who was allegedly essayed by her principal at the school. Guys, this story, this event, this tragic, I don't even know what to call it. This is just so depraved. If it's true, if it's, phew, guys, it's a lot. Let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we're family, right? All up. People, the this is a sad story because it involves a 7-year-old. Now, I may be late to this story. I think it's still an unfolding story. But the one thing that I must talk about, or the one thing that I must say, is that it's unbelievable, it's shocking, it's something that one would expect from certain communities because other communities pretend like these things don't happen in their community. But when it happens in other communities, it is broadcast to the world. But this particular instance, this case involves a black 7-year-old who was essayed at her school, and the apparent or the alleged perpetrator happens to be a white principal. Now, here's the catch. Latest I heard, or the last I heard, was the principal in question refused to give a DNA test. To add insult to injury, AfriForum has jumped into the fray to defend the alleged perpetrator. Now, if this person is innocent, why would you refuse to give a DNA sample? I mean, if you are being accused of a crime that you did not commit, would you not comply fully? Would you not cooperate fully? Would you not work hard to try and clear your name? Because having your name attached to a crime such as essay or pedophilia or something of that nature surely is not a good look for you, right? But who am I to say that? Who am I to even suggest that, right? Because I'm just little old me. What do I know, right? But here's the catch. The very same AfriForum, the very people who went to America, the very people who trashed South Africa, the very people who said that white people were being persecuted are today defending an alleged rapper. Let's put it that way. Now, people, let's be honest. It's a crime, right? Just the SA part of it is a crime. To SA anybody is a crime. Not just a crime, but a disgusting, horrible crime. Now imagine doing it to a 7-year-old. And the worst part of it is it's a black girl and you're a white principal. How does your community look at you? Let's start there. You understand what I'm saying? Because the way some people in certain communities carry themselves, it's like they are above everybody else, right? Physically, intellectually, spiritually, and otherwise. So if you are a principal and you stooped so low as to essay a 7-year-old black child, how on earth do you expect your community to look at you, to accept you, to see you as one of their own? Now, if you've watched the news and what's happening in the Gaza Strip, for example, and what's happening in Israel, for example, there was an incident or an instance where Israeli men went to an Israeli prison where hundreds of Palestinians are being held. And these men, yeah, and these people were actually banging on the prison gates with baton sticks, broomsticks, and whatever type of objects, wanting to go there and essay the Palestinians, men to be specific, wanted to go and essay Palestinian men. Now, I don't know if it's culture, I don't know if it's tradition, I don't know if it's just being sickos, I don't know if it's just humiliation, I don't know if it's just a form of degradation or just degrading or just a form of dehumanizing. But when you see an entire society advocating for acts, horrible acts like SA to other fellow human beings, what does that tell you? Man, people, I'm telling you, the world is becoming sicker by the day. The world is becoming evil by the day. The acts of so-called righteous people, most moral people, have just flown out the window, flown out the doors, because it is beyond comprehension that people, men to be precise, can actually go out in public on camera advocating, forcing their way, trying to carry out such horrendous acts. Now, I am not saying the principle in question is by any means um, attached to, aligned with those people. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm simply saying, there's a certain type of pattern here, because what we see and hear what's coming out in the Gaza Strip now seems to be getting applied here in South Africa. Now, it's not common to hear of such a case. That's why I said this one is it's a unique case. Not that it hasn't happened before, but this one, to be honest, was the type of case people normally expect this to happen within the black communities, within the colored communities, because for ages we've been called derogatory terms, and because we do the most unhumane or inhumane things. So to find someone of the high standing, high moral race doing something as depraved as is saying a 7-year-old black child, guys, this is beyond belief. I can't even think of anything that can come close to a grown white man doing that to a 7-year-old. Because if you really look at it, guys, how developed, how mature, what part of a 7-year-old could possibly attract a grown man? I mean, guys, I would try to understand if the girl is 16, 17, 18, the upper teens. I could say because you get girls that are 16 that have developed bodies that are, I can try to understand that, try, but even though the act is wrong, but I'm just saying, you could say like, whoa, this girl has a developed body like a so and so, who's like an adult. I could totally get that. But unfortunately, at 7, there is nothing developed. So he cannot have a leg to stand on to say, but look, I thought she was 20. I thought she looked 18. I thought, no. So at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself this question. How, how on God's green earth does a person look at a child that young, that small, and find anything stimulating? How? That is the mind of a depraved person. So, unless this person wanted to humiliate the parent, which I don't understand why, is the rent. I'm trying to think of possible scenarios. Does the principal have a grievance with the mother? Does the principal hate the child for being well groomed, or is the child reminding him of, I don't know, an ex-girlfriend when he was young or something? Is he possibly racist that he now decided he's going to essay this young black girl? There's just so many questions surrounding this thing. What would make a grown man do such a thing to a 7-year-old? And at the school. That's the worst thing, guys. At the school. But to top it all off, why refusing the DNA test? Why? Just why? Why would you refuse to do a DNA test? Why? So, tomorrow, all 9 provinces, justice for this young girl. If you can, if you live close to the designated places where we should meet and protest, please, people, go out in your numbers because we need justice for this 7-year-old girl. It's only right, it's only fair. These people need to be locked away, not in prison, but under the prison, because there's no death sentence anymore. So these people need to be locked away under the prison forever and ever. Let me know what you think about this topic. Was I on the money or did I totally miss it with this one? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we family, right? Holler.